My dear students, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to give you complete solution of the lesson. Scientific research is a token of humankind's survival. An essay in compulsory English of grade 11 according to new course. Let's get started.
Learn English with Lachman.
Understanding the text. Answer the following questions. What does a scientist get instead of big money? थुप्रै पैसाको सट्टा साइन्टिस्टहरूले के पाउँछन्? Instead of earning big money, a scientist gains intellectual freedom, independence, and a sense of camaraderie with fellow researchers. Scientists enjoy the liberty to explore ideas, share knowledge, and work for the benefit of humanity. Their reward lies more in satisfaction, respect, contribution to human survival than in material wealth. What was the problem that the nuclear power had faced? Okay, न्युक्लियर पावरले कस्तो किसिमको प्रब्लम फेस गरेको थियो, सामना गर्नु परेको थियो? The nuclear power had agreed on a moratorium to stop nuclear power testing. However, the main problem was that if any country secretly conducted underground nuclear tests, there was no reliable method to detect such violations. This lack of detection made the agreement weak and difficult to enforce effectively. In which area did Kellis-Borok's theoretical knowledge have a direct application? Kellis-Borok's theoretical knowledge as a seismologist had a direct application in detecting underground nuclear explosions. His understanding of seismic waves enabled scientists to distinguish between earthquake and nuclear test. This knowledge played a crucial role in monitoring secret nuclear activities and contributed to the survival and safety of humankind. What was the important decision that the politicians took before the Geneva summit? Before the Geneva summit, politicians made the important decision to ban nuclear weapon tests for the survival of humanity. They believed that stopping nuclear tests would reduce repetitions among nuclear powers and prevent the further development of destructive weapons, whereby lowering the risk of global destruction and promoting world peace. What are the natural and man-made disasters as mentioned by the author? The author mentions natural disasters such as earthquake and environmental catastrophes. Man-made disasters include the release of radioactivity from nuclear waste, wars, mass violence, economic and social crises, and self-inflicted destruction of megacities. These disasters threaten human survival and highlight the need for scientific responsibility. Reference to the context. A professional addressed as you in the sentence, if you are clever, why are you so poor? Refer to a lawyer, doctor, scientist, businessman. Justify your answer. Here, the you refers to a scientist. The author wants to know why some people with clever and brilliant mind wants to be scientists, though other professionals like lawyers, doctors, and businessmen are much more. The author intends to show that although scientists are very wise, their wisdom does not generally help them in generating wealth. Thus, scientists are generally wise but not wealthy. The writer says, I found myself in Geneva. What does it express? The statement, I found myself in Geneva, expresses the writer's surprise and sudden involvement in an important international meeting. He was unexpectedly summoned to Geneva to attend discussion related to nuclear weapons. The line shows how a scientist without seeking power of fame became part of a crucial political decision of affecting human survival. Are the following statements true? Why or why not? Discuss with your partner. Money is more powerful than intellectual resources. The statement money is more powerful than intellectual resource is not true. Money can provide comfort and opportunities, but it cannot create knowledge, wisdom, or the desire to help others. Intellectual resources guide human progress and survival. Without wisdom and values, money may lead to selfishness, loneliness, and unhappiness rather than true fulfillment. Intellectual resources help survival of the mankind. This statement is true. It is because of the intellectual resources that we have combated many diseases. Though man is not the fittest among all the creation of God, he is able to ensure his safety against the other powerful creatures of nature because of his intellectual resources. Basic research can help our survival by giving us new source of energy and new mineral deposits. Basic research can also protect us against terrorism. Basic research is a way of stalling disasters. The statement basic research is a way of stalling disasters is true. Through basic scientific research, scientists study ecological and environmental changes and predict possible disaster. Early warning about earthquake, tsunamis, storms, and other hazards help authorities evacuate people in time, reduce loss of life, and protect human civilization. How does the essayist justify that scientific research is the humankind's survival? The essayist justifies that scientific research ensures humankind's survival by highlighting the practical value of scientific knowledge. As a seismologist, he explains how his theoretical understanding of seismic waves could distinguish between natural earthquakes and underground nuclear explosions. This ability helped detect secret nuclear tests, showing how scientific research directly contributes to global safety and human survival. Furthermore, the writer argues that science is the indispensable guardian of humanity. Scientific research has solved many human problems by providing new energy sources, discovering mineral deposits, developing life saving medicines, and strengthening defense against terrorism. It also helps predict ecological changes and natural disasters, allowing early warnings and evacuation of people from danger zone. Thus, scientific research remains strongest hope for humankind's continued survival. What can be the purpose of the essayist of using quotations in the essay? The purpose of the essayist use of quotations in the essay is to support the ideas and arguments presented in the essay. He wants to get all of his readers aware to main points that he wishes to convey. People have many misconceptions about science and scientists, so he compares public understanding and the reality of a scientist's life. So, in order to support his ideas, the writer uses quotations. Discuss and illustrate the Writers stand that scientists are the most practical people in the world. The writer strongly believes that scientists are the most practical people in the world because their work directly solves human need. According to him, almost all modern technologies and industries, from defense system to entertainment, are the result of scientific research. Scientific discoveries have led to the invention of antibiotics, electronics, biotechnology, synthetic fibers, and advanced mode of transportation, which make everyday life safer and more comfortable. Furthermore, the writer argues that scientific research provides real and workable solutions to serious human problems. Scientists help discover new sources of energy and mineral resources, strengthen national security against terrorism, and develop medical treatment for deadly diseases such as cancer. Innovations like the Green Revolution and genetic forensic diagnosis clearly show how scientists apply knowledge practically to ensure human progress and survival. Reference beyond the text. Everyone lives under the fear of annihilation by nuclear weapons. Explain this statement. सबैजना आणविक हतियारद्वारा विनाशको डरमा बाँचिरहेका छन्। यो कथन व्याख्या गर्नुहोस्। Nuclear weapons are most terrifying and destructive inventions of mankind. No other weapon causes such massive loss of life in such a short time, nor leaves behind long lasting radioactive effects. The destruction caused by the nuclear explosions cannot be controlled, and radioactive fallout can spread far beyond borders, affecting generations. The bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki stand as painful reminders of the unimaginable human suffering nuclear weapons bring. Although major powers have agreed to limit nuclear testing, global competition for power has increased fear and uncertainty. Countries like the United States, the former Soviet Union, and the United Kingdom possess enough nuclear weapons to destroy the world several times over. Political instability and irresponsible leadership can trigger catastrophe at any time. A single nuclear strike could instantly kill thousands and slowly destroy many more through radiation. Therefore, every human being lives under the constant threat of nuclear annihilation. The essayist says, while there is science, there is hope of survival and well being for all of us. Explain it. The essayist believes that science is the indispensable guardian of humanity because it provides practical solutions to global threats. Scientific research helps monitor nuclear activities and ensure that international treaties banning secret nuclear tests are followed. Through advanced technology, scientists can distinguish between natural earthquakes and nuclear explosions, helping prevent misuse of nuclear power and protecting global peace. Moreover, science plays a vital role in improving human well being. It provides new source of energy, discovers mineral resources, develops antibiotics, and cures deadly diseases. Science also helps defend against terrorism and prepares us for natural disasters like tsunamis and earthquakes through early warnings. It teaches us to preserve the ecosystem and correct past mistakes. Since money alone cannot solve these crises, science remains the strongest hope for humanity's survival and well being. Is science a blessing or a curse? Write an essay on it. यो प्रश्नमा साइन्स भनेको के हो? अभिशाप हो कि वरदान हो भन्ने कुरा लेखिएको छ र यसमा एउटा एस्से लेख्न भनिएको छ। त्यसको लागि मैले एउटा एस्से तयार पारेको छु यो प्रश्नको लागि र विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूले हेर्न सक्छौ। यो एउटा एस्से लेखेको छु। यसमा के छ भने साइन्सले गर्ने राम्रा कुरा र साइन्सलाई मिसयुज गरियो भने कसरी नराम्रा कुराहरू पनि पर्न सक्छन्। त्यसैले साइन्सलाई राम्रोसँग युज गर्नुपर्छ। साइन्सलाई नराम्रो तरिकाले दुरुपयोग गर्नु हुँदैन, किनभने दुरुपयोग गरियो भने नराम्रो हुन सक्छ भन्ने कुरा यो एस्सेमा मैले देखाएको छु। Okay, thank you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be updated whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.